What's up, guys? Today, I got a fucking banger story for y'all. It's been a long time. It's Halloween. I was feeling a little festive today, and I wanted to do a little treat for y'all. So, basically, today we're going to be telling the story of when I was at the movie drunk as fuck, absolutely annihilated with my boy Chandler, and some crazy stuff happened. But let's get right into it. So, this was probably like 2 years ago. It was right around the time Wolverine vs. Deadpool came out, and I was drinking probably like every week, sometimes during the week. I was drinking a lot, okay, and me and Chandler were doing that together. We were biking around on our e-bikes. We were just doing crazy, devious shit. I don't even know. I just said craziest, devious shit. We were doing some crazy, wacko shit. That's the point, okay? And we were up to schemery, okay? Absolute fucking schemery. So yeah, we're doing no different on this very well day. I can't even talk today, guys. I can't even fucking talk. So it was probably around like October. Whenever fucking Deadpool versus Wolverine came out, it was around that time. And we were drinking White Claws on this very day. We drank, I think, like, we probably got like a 12-pack of White Claw, and we probably drank like 4 each before the movie. We pre-gamed that movie, we pre-gamed that bitch. We were fucking prepared, okay? We always come prepared. I think we smoked like a fat blunt right before we went into the movie theater too. So we were nice and faded, we were freshly faded. We might have had a cart, I don't remember. If we had a cart, we just went to the fucking bathroom in the movie theater. That's even better. That's what I'm talking about living in 2025. It's that supreme. You can just hit the cart in the movie theater. No fucking bueno. Anyway, it was supreme. Either way, we were fucking stony baloney. We were faded. We were drunk, and we both had 2 White Claws in our like. We were wearing these leather jackets, and the leather jackets have like these like breast pockets, and we both fit 2 White Claws in our breast pockets each. So we both had 2 White Claws on us. And we brought those into the movie theater, and we were just watching the movie, getting faded, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, okay? I don't know if it's just me, but if I get obliterated and I'm watching a movie, sometimes, not every time, sometimes, okay? I just can't get into the movie. No matter how good the movie is, I just can't get into it. And call it a skill issue, call it whatever you want. My DoorDash just got here, guys, one sec. But yeah, no, we were watching the movie, and I couldn't really get into it, neither could Chandler. We just kept kind of whispering to each other, talking, because we just had so much fucking important shit to say at that very moment. There was a lot of funny moments in the movie, don't get me wrong, but I was so obliterated, I couldn't even really tell what was going on, and I was just like, let's just get out of here. Let's just fucking leave, okay? So it was probably like halfway through the movie. We just left. We got up and left. Great movie. I watched it later on when I was not fucked up. Fantastic movie. I even bought it on fucking Amazon Prime because it's so good. But, yeah, no. Fucking, we left the movie and we were just biking around again. We were really fucked because those last White Claws hit us. And we were just obliterated. We were just biking around, having a good time, just talking. And, yeah, no, at one point, we went down to this one area. It's kind of like a more rural part of town, and there was like this lady just walking around, and then she saw us and she started like screaming out to us like, help me, help. And we're like, what the fuck, like, who is this, like, what's going on, what's with the shit? Because we're just fucked, and we saw some lady in distress and she was screaming to us like, help. And we're like, what the fuck? So we pulled up to her on our bikes, and we're like, what's going on, like, are you good, like, are you okay? And it was some like tweaker bitch. She like, I don't know. She was a meth head, and she was like, I'm scared, and all this shit. And it was probably like 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. So, and we were just like in the fucking East Bumblefuck nowhere, okay? Like in town at least. Like we were in town, but it was just a part of town that nobody lives at. There's not even houses by this area. So the fact that she was over there was just weird in the first place. And we were just talking for a while. And she was like, yeah, my family, we were like, do you have family you can go to? Like, do you have like a house you can go to? Just trying to find her a place to go. Cause, she was scared, she was saying, so we don't want to leave her just, just out in the night in my town. We didn't want to just, leave her alone. So we were trying to find out a solution for her. And we're like, do you have any family? this, that, and the other thing. She was like, no, my family lives in a different town, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it was kind of fucked. So we were just walking around trying to find her a solution. We were just talking, and we got her name. We followed her on Facebook. We were just chatting up a storm, just trying to make her feel better. And I think it worked, because at some point she was like, yeah, I have a bag of meth. Do you guys want to do some meth with me? And this was a turning point. This was a crucial situation in Chandler in my life, okay? Because if we did meth at this moment, there was no going back, okay? We've done a lot of crazy shit. We've done coke. We've done fucking Molly. We've done all this shit, but not meth. And we had the choice. She handed us the bag. I was like, can I see it? And I was just looking at it, and it was, there it was. It was fucking crystal meth in a little baggie. And then my friend Chandler took it. And I'm going to give props to Chandler for this one, okay? Because he took initiative. I wasn't planning on doing meth, okay? I'm going to put my foot in the ground first of all here and say this. I have a few drugs I'll never do. I'll never do heroin. I'll never do crackum or whatever that one is, like in Russia, where like erodes your fucking skin. That shit's crazy. And I'll never do fucking meth, okay? I'll never do that shit. Those are my 3, okay? And I've done a lot, okay? It takes a lot for me to say that. I've done a lot. I've done fucking Delsum and shit. I've done Benadryl. I've done retarded shit, okay? So I can tell you with eviction in my fucking voice, okay? I'll never do those 3. So this was a breaking point. If I did this, there was no going back. But Chandler took the bag, and he was looking, and he was like, I'm gonna do you the favor, and I'm gonna throw this down the drain. Because you don't need this shit. It's gonna ruin your life. All this shit. He was being a preacher boy, and we were trying to help her. I was egging him on. I was like, you're not egging him on. I was adding on. I was like, yeah, he's right. This shit will ruin your life. It'll take all your money. We were in this fucking sophisticated mindset when we were faded. We were talking like fucking philanthropists, okay? We were talking up a storm of like, you don't need this shit. We were being a therapist or this. We were like, you don't need this, you're better. And she was like, yeah, you're right. Like, she was like, we hugged her and shit. We were just being, fucking pat on the back to us. Chandler did throw down the fucking meth. He threw it down like some sewer drain, and it was never to be seen again. But that's not even the crazy part, okay? That's not even the crazy part. So we were just walking, talking, and we were just trying to like make her feel better about the whole meth thing. And we were just walking down this road, and then a cop pulled up right behind us, and they were like, who are you guys? Like, why are you with her? Because apparently she was a known drug addict in the town, and she's been arrested a lot of times. So she's quite acquainted with the local PD, and Chandler and me are not. We're quite under the radar. We're quite good boys on the grand scheme of things. Contrary to popular belief, we're quite good boys. But yeah. So the cop was like, what's your names? I was like, I'm Chris, this da da da. And then Chandler was like, I'm this da da da. And he looked us up, and he was like, I just want you guys to know, she's leading you to a drug house right now, a known drug house, and you'll probably get robbed there. And we just looked at her, and we were like, what the fuck? Like, what? Excuse me? We were being nice motherfuckers to her, and she was probably gonna rob us at some drug house. But luckily, a cop saw us walking with her, and they potentially saved her fucking life. And then he just drove off. He was like, well, I'll get away from her. I'll get away from here as fast as possible. You don't want to be around her. She's bad news. All this shit. And, fucking the cop was an MVP. We were faded as fuck, keep in mind. Underage. Supposedly. Okay, this is all fake. None of these stories are real. It's all in my imagination, okay? These are all fairy tales. But anyway, back to the story. So, fucking, yeah, the cop was just like, yeah, get away from her. MVP, probably saved our fucking lives. And, yeah, we were faded. He was like, spell out your names, all this shit. And we were like, yeah, we were professional. Like, we locked the fuck in. Okay, when it comes to cops, we don't play around. We lock in no matter what drug it is. And we locked in. Like, fucking, it was like heroin lock in. What RFK was talking about. Like, I did heroin in my class. It was like that shit, that level of concentration, okay? I'm telling you. And, we got away with it. So he was like, yeah, get away from her. And Chandler and me looked at each other, and we were like, yeah, we're leaving right fucking now. We're leaving right now. I remember saying that. I was like, we are leaving. And then me and Chandler got on our bikes. We are like, yep, sorry. She was like, no, stay, come on. Like, I'm scared. And we're like, no, fuck you. We're going. Like, you're on your own. You can walk the rest of the way yourself. We're not staying here anymore. And we ditched that bitch, okay? We ditched her. And we biked away from there. And we probably went back to my house. And we fucking talked about the entire situation. And to be honest, too, we actually thought it might have been a police setup to begin with, because there was like multiple cop cars chilling around the block she brought us to, and we kind of think maybe there's a chance she wanted to get us high on like the meth or something, and she might have been like a police informant. This is a far stretch, okay? This is what we thought might have been going on, because there was like 3 different cop cars just parked along the side of the street that we were so happening to be walking towards and walking down. And then right when we went down that road, a fucking cop pulled over and talked to us. So who knows? It could have been a police setup to try to, get your boys in some way. I don't know if that's even a thing that they do. Like, they hire someone to like pretend to be like an addict, and then they like, I don't even know. I'm not sure, but we thought that might have been something. It could have been something. But anyways, it's kind of a mind fuck. And then we drank more. We passed out. And then life went on as usual. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. A little bit shorter of a video, but I thought it was a banger. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm out of touch with storytelling, okay? I haven't done this for a hot minute, so this is gonna be kind of fucking, it might not be the best, story told story, okay? It might not be the best well put, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good Halloween, and yeah, deuces, peace.